Hey everybody, Mike here with Delta Faucet. Today, I'm gonna walk you through the operation of your Delta SteamScape Deluxe interface. So let's check it out. Here we are inside the enclosure, but before we dive in, I wanted to take a moment to point out that there are some initial settings that are only available by downloading and installing the DFC at Home app onto a mobile device, so take a second to check those out. Okay, let's take a look at the controller. First, let's run through how to activate a Steam session. We're here at the home screen. I'm going to tap to begin, and it'll show me my last 4 recent sessions. I'm going to click More Presets, and here you can see I have 3 profiles as well as a guest profile. Now I can set up the specifics of these within the DFC at Home app. For this, I'm going to show you Profile 1, and each profile has the ability to store 4 Steam presets and 4 shower presets. I'm going to select Steam Preset 1, and that'll activate a Steam session. Here you can see the current temperature of the enclosure as well as the target temperature and how much time is remaining in my session. To adjust either of these, I can just hit the plus or the minus to select my target temperature, up or down, as well as set the time remaining to more or less. Now, if at any point I want to pause my session, I can hit the little button here, which will pause the session for 5 minutes before automatically canceling it. And I'm going to click Resume to go back to my Steam session. This also has a really great feature that will allow for a rinse, because sometimes at the end of your Steam session, it's nice to take a quick rinse off before getting out. You can click the rinse button. Here you can have the on and off button and selecting which shower fixture you want to use for your rinse cycle. Once I click on, you can see it shows a target temperature, again, plus and minus to adjust that target temperature of the water. Coming back to my Steam session here, you can see on this screen I also have access to my audio controls. Here I can select volume, adjusting it up and down, as well as my play and pause buttons, and also my mute button. Coming back to my Steam session, if at any point I want to exit the session, I can click the exit button in the lower left-hand corner. It'll ask me if I want to save my current settings to that preset that I've been using. I'm going to say no, and it'll take me back to the home screen. Next, let's run through how to operate your digital shower features. I'm going to tap the screen to activate it, and then tap it again to get to my home screen. Here you can see it has my 4 most recent sessions. I'm going to click More Presets. Here are my 3 profiles as well as my guest. I'm going to choose Profile 1, and now I'm going to choose Shower Preset 1. Now see, it has a 10-second countdown, which is really nice because there are times where you want to start a session, leave your shower enclosure without getting wet, and let the water heat up to your desired temperature. You can go ahead and let that countdown run to 0, and now water will start flowing. However, if you do want water to come out immediately, you can always click that Start Now button to start the flow of water. So here's the home screen of my digital showering system. You can see I have my 3 different components here. I can turn each one on and off just by pressing the icon to turn it off, and then pressing the icon again to reactivate it. Also, you see it has my temperature listed, the current water temperature. I can adjust that by saying plus or minus, and it'll show you my target temperature and then what the current temperature of the water is, and you can see it now warming up to that desired temperature. Also, in the settings here, right now you'll notice all 3 fixtures are maintaining the same temperature. I do have the option to unsync those 3 fixtures, which now gives me the ability to set a specific temperature for each fixture individually. So for example, say I want my rain can on or off, and then also I can go into settings, hit temp, and now I can select the individual temperature of each fixture. So say I want my rain can at 107 or 108, but I like my hand shower a little bit cooler. Let's say I want 101. Now I have different temperatures set for each one of those fixtures. And back on my home screen, you can see each fixture's temperature is displayed. Let's go back into settings and resync all of those fixtures to the same temperature. Now you can see when I resync them, something interesting happened where it shows a +3 and a -4 for my rain can and my hand shower respectively. What this is called is an offset. If I want to select the offset, I can go to my settings, select offset, and you can see it's stored those differences in the target temperature here. See, there's times where you might want your rain can to be a little bit hotter, but your hand shower to be a little bit cooler. And here, where I set those offsets, now when I go back to my home screen, watch what happens as I adjust my target temperature. All of those temperatures are adjusted at the same time, maintaining that same offset that I've already saved. Let's go back into settings. We'll go back into offset. and select this back down to make sure everything is back down to the same temperature. The final setting I want to show you is this flow setting. You also have the ability to select the individual flows of each individual component. So say I want to use my hand shower, I'd like more flow out of there for cleaning, but my rain can is a little bit hard, so let's move that down just a little bit. I have the ability to set the flow of water of each one of those components. Once I'm happy, I can go ahead and exit out of my menu, and it'll take me back to my shower and home screen. Now, just like with Steam, I still have access to my audio controls, as well as a pause feature here. And just like Steam, it will cancel after 5 minutes. And if at any point you're done showering and you want to cancel your session, all you have to do is hit the exit button. It'll ask you if you want to save any of those changes we just made to our preset. I'll say yes. And now we're back at our home screen. Let's also take a moment to run through how to control the audio settings of your system. I'm going to click the screen to activate it, and then again to get to my home screen, again showing my 4 most recent presets. To access my audio, I'm going to hit the speaker at the bottom, and here is my audio screen. I have the adjustments for my volume at the bottom here, plus and minus, as well as my play pause, last track and next track, and also a mute button. If I click the settings button here, I can select which input I'm listening to, Bluetooth, A, or B, as well as at the bottom I can select balance, adjust bass and treble to make sure I'm getting that perfect sound within my shower enclosure. Once I'm all set, I can hit the back button, get back to my audio screen. Now once I'm done with my audio session, I can just click the exit button and it'll take me back to my home screen. I also want to show you a couple additional audio settings to be aware of. To access those, we're going to click the gear in the top left-hand corner to access our settings screen, and then click the audio option. I'm going to click continue on this screen, and now I'm at a screen where I can set the individual levels of each of my input devices. Now keep in mind, input level is different than the volume of the system. So if you need to make any adjustments, you can hit plus or minus on each individual input to adjust the level of that input. Once you're happy with it, you can hit the back button to return to your settings screen. Also, I think it's good to make a note of this Bluetooth option down here. Once I click Bluetooth, you see I have 2 options. The first is to enable Bluetooth, either turning it off or turning it back on again, as well as setting the name that will pop up when I'm pairing my mobile device to the Delta audio controller. Once everything looks good, I'm going to hit the back button and then back once more to cancel my settings screen, and it'll return to my home screen. Finally, I want to take a second to run you through some of the most common settings that you may need to access. Again, here I am at the home screen. I'm going to click the gear icon on the top left to access my settings menu. And first, I'm going to click display. Here I can select things like the level of the backlight. I can change my units of measurement from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and also set the orientation of my display. Also, I can select shower. Here I can edit my outlets, edit my fixture layout, set my max temperature, enable and disable water saver mode, and also set the time of that delay start that we saw in the earlier section. One thing I do want to point out is if you do edit your outlets, you will have to recalibrate your shower valve for optimal performance, so just keep that in mind. Back into settings here, we already ran through our audio settings. Here on Steam, like with shower, I can set my max temperature, and also I can set my default rinse fixture. In the language menu, I can select my preferred language. Also, I have my Wi-Fi options here, where I can connect to my local Wi-Fi network. And then finally, I also have my advanced settings, and here's where I can pair with my DFC at-home app. And again, you want to pair the system with your DFC at-home app to really unlock all of the features that are available to you. Once you're done with settings, you can get back to the home screen. All right, that wraps up an overview of the operation of the interface. Now, if you have any additional questions, you can always reach out to the Delta Faucet customer service team. They're more than happy to help.